What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slash here, and we are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
Yes, we are. And I am excited. Okay.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that for a second there.
I'm not either.
Yeah, your brain wasn't, at least.
No. My brain has left on vacation.
Bye-bye now.
Come sail away. Come sail away. Sorry. So... It has been a while, and I'm resisting.
Thank you, Stained. Thank you.
Since we've reacted to either Elijah Kyle or Duane in an actual reaction. Now,
True.
We have reacted to both of them
on our lives
quite a bit
in
our lives as of late.
Right. We do mean our live streams. Also our lives, but, you know.
And in our OnlyFans. I mean, sometimes y'all are background music. Just letting you know.
I mean, they do get the boom chucka. Sorry, guys.
Kidding.
Advertisement for you. Advertisement.
Speaking of which, I told Hi-Rez this earlier. I'm gaining enough weight. If anybody wants to rent my chest as billboard space.
I was thinking more along the lines of that is a different kind of plug than EK or Duane are used to. But, you know. That had more relevance with the OnlyFans than your boob space.
Boob space.
Yeah.
I don't know
You can't rent my boob space. That is an OnlyFans special. I
don't know what kind of billboard space I'm going to call it yet. I will come up with a catchy name at some point. Maybe like Nikki's Titties or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So this is EK featuring Duanethan.
All right.
Duane Jackson. The song is called Beautiful Mess, and of course, the very first time I read this title, my mind went, what a beautiful mess I'm in.
Right. Well, I mean...
Diamond Rio. Spending all my time with you.
No, I know the song that you're talking about. I mean, like, I'm trying to remember... There was some other diversion that my brain took when I read it the first time.
However, we also know these guys are not country, so that's probably not where this is going.
Neither am I, which is, again, why that's not where my brain went. Yeah.
However, regardless, I'm no less excited. So.
Oh, no. I've wanted to listen to this since it came out. We have held off for you.
Not long.
All of you.
Not long.
No.
It's only been on a couple days. All right. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to react to this as if you have already seen it. If you have not seen it like us, please click the link in the description below, unlike us, and go watch the video. And then come back. After you leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment, let them know we sent you, then come back. And we say that because we are a breakdown channel. We're going to be talking about the bars. We're going to be talking about the song. I would say we were going to be talking about the video, but it doesn't have an actual video. It's just a thumbnail.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
That is
Although I like the tape.
I don't like when the tape
does that. But I like the tape. The fact that he actually put a tape. But yeah. Anybody that grew up with them actually knows what a pain in the arse dealing with that is.
One of two things happens. Either you'd spend 20 to 30 minutes getting it fixed.
And winding it back up, and it actually works.
Or you just toss
it. Well, after sometimes spending 20 to 30 minutes and never being able to get the damn folds out of it.
Also
it has creased. It is gone. It's wasted.
Yep.
Only to find out your sister taped over it on, you know, B-side of the country station radio.
You have lived a terrible life.
It was tragic. It was a beautiful mess.
I'd be an only sibling. All right. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is Elijah Kyle featuring Duane Jackson with Beautiful Mess. Best Mess.
Best Mess. Beautiful.
All right. Let's get it. Go away. Go away. Go away.
Yeah, do you love me or simply just want some attention? Do you trust me or simply just don't understand that this isn't working? Maybe it's just the toxins inside my blood that's got me thinking all along that maybe you are my drug.
It's a Duane breakup song.
All right. But I do like how he said.
And EK breakup song.
Yeah.
I love what EK's saying so far.
Yeah, I like the toxins inside my blood that's got me thinking and addicted and so on and so forth.
I've been there.
Oh, I think most of us have. You can't make it past a certain age and not have at least a little bit of knowledge.
No, some people go most of their lives being a virgin. Not it.
No takebacks.
I will not take that one for the team.
It's just the toxins inside my blood that's got me thinking all along that maybe you are my drug that's got me acting different. I told my parents, but they never listen. No one can understand the way you make me feel, but now there's something missing. Reaching my cabinets while my eyes just glisten, but everything is turning black. I'm down, this must be prison. Inside my mental, I'm losing touch with my love. I hate it when you're here, but you always come in clutch. Do we love the pain or just hotter than these drugs? Are we all alive? Well, some of us feel numb. I don't understand.
I mean, technically, you are still alive when you're numb. However, you don't feel it.
I love when EK gets deep. Giggity.
Join that OnlyFans later. However, you're
was
not
being
wrong. Like
serious.
somewhat, the introspection that both of these guys are capable of, that a lot of the artists that we like are capable of, is kind of our favorite from them.
Yes, and I had actually posted a while ago. I was like, if you do not have, and we've mentioned this in reactions before, but
Especially in our tier list that we were doing.
right, I feel like I cannot personally take an artist serious unless they have that introspective / sad song, whether it be about relationships or life or whatever.
Introspection.
I just feel like everybody,
The state of the universe.
in order for me to take an artist seriously, they just have to at least have one song that shows they're vulnerable.
I think what you mean is more along the lines of you can vibe out to and get hype or any of those tracks with other artists. It doesn't mean that you aren't taking them seriously as an artist.
I don't know.
But that it's very hard for you to connect with them and take them seriously as an artist you consider to be one that you will listen to everything they put out.
No, I'm much more shallow than that. I'm just being honest.
Is this a joke to you?
No. I just...
I meant in terms of you can't take the artist seriously.
No.
But yeah.
It's me being honest. Like, if you're not willing to be vulnerable, you probably shouldn't be doing music.
Okay. I mean, I could see that. I'm just thinking of some people that, like, their specific lane is that they make club music or whatever.
And that's fine. Let that be your lane. But at least have one song.
Okay. All right.
I mean, everyone we really, truly listen to...
We truly listen to.
Has one.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
And even most major artists, Lil Wayne, T.I., Eminem, major artists I grew up with.
They have it more than one, for sure.
Right. All of them. Like,
Right.
all the big time names, except for, like, your current club banger dudes that go out and, pretend to, be
Right.
gangsters, and then they get caught up in some shit and get thrown in jail, and then they snitch on
We're
everybody.
not talking about anybody in particular,
No,
but
dude,
those
it's,
people. The generic.
people that flip-flop in life, which is ironic that their name represents a number that's flip-flop. Sorry.
Again, still talking in generics. Yeah, okay. No, I know what you're saying. I do get it. And I do like it when these guys specifically, Elijah Kyle and Duane, get into this kind of
Right.
somber, retrospective mood. I also like the instrumental that they chose.
Me too.
Hotter than these drugs. Are we all alive? Well, some of us feel numb. I don't understand this. I always laughed at all the kids who took this life for granted. But now I'm staring in the mirror thinking that I'm stranded inside an island with no help and I just crash landed. I'm looking for a leg to stand on, but it's broken. Go to my car, see if any are left. My heart is beating at a dozen, only 2 are left. But before I reached down, I was out of breath and woke up in this place, don't have a clue. A beautiful mess. Why does pain make us feel alive? And even if we never sin, the devil's on our side. Most opportunities I cross at the wrong time. Designed different, but yet so many feel the same inside. Yeah. Why does pain make us feel alive? And even if we never sin, the devil's on our side. Most opportunities I cross at the wrong time. Designed different, but yet so many feel the same inside. Yeah. I'm one of those people who...
Even if we never sin, the devil's on your side. I think I've stated that in like a reaction video before.
We are on your side.
That it is...
No.
Welcome. That it is easier to make the wrong choices. I think it was the Epica Wolves Within video, that it's just like, that is a more constant struggle than choosing to do the right thing or just being good. Just even the stuff within yourself, not even societal standards.
Right.
For some reason. But the whole, like, I understand what he's saying, but like the missing opportunities and never being the right time. And then it's like, by this point in my life, I now understand, at least personally, things happen at the right time. Like, sure, there's opportunities that I'm like, God damn, that would have been wonderful. But later on, I realized that I would not have been open to the experience. It wouldn't have worked out the way that I'm thinking, because I just personally wasn't there yet, mature enough. I don't know, any number of things. So it's never a missed opportunity in terms of, like, it'll happen. Unless you're, just sitting at home and ignoring everything around you, which also, by the way, I completely understand. So, there is that.
True.
Different, but yet so many feel the same inside. Yeah. I'm one of those people who took their life for granted. Never thought I could make it, but shit, it might have happened. I spent too many years living my life relaxing, thinking something would magically reignite my passion. But that's not how it works. You showed me the direction, but that's not how I learn. I had to feel the pain so I'd acknowledge my worth. Otherwise there was no purpose, I'm just following words. I'll never be the person you expect. I'm worried that I'm less, but if there's anything I've learned to keep myself in check. You gotta know that when life will get difficult, you don't go back. You hold on as tight as you can. You owe your soul that. This is like an ode to everybody with some goals. Everybody trying to make it. Everybody on their own. This is real. So if you got emotions, let them show, because there's someone who relates and needs to hear that shit to grow.
Woo! Ooh. Woo! That is some learned truth right there. But, the whole, like, I can't learn from you just telling me what to do. I needed to feel the pain. Everybody that I personally vibe with learns the same way, the hard way.
I'm going to relate this to something completely different, but in a very similar way. One of the hardest things to do as a parent is to sit back and watch your kids fuck up and let them experience it. And I feel like that's where parenting is kind of going wrong in today's society.
They're too bubble wrapped? Because
too many parents, I feel like, jump in and they're like, no, don't do that because that's going to be negative.
You want to save them the pain.
That's going to hurt. And life is one of those things. Life is meant to be experienced.
Right.
And if you hold them back for too long,
right,
and don't let them go out and experience failure, heartache.
That's all part of life. If you don't let them experience
tough times, exactly. If you don't let them experience it, when there comes a time when you're no longer around, whether it be because you've passed away or they've moved out of state,
Right.
or whatever.
Out of your house in general, when they have reached the age that they need to do some of this on their own.
Right. Then all you're really doing is setting them up for failure.
Right. And major disappointment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's also kind of like what a lot of the younger adults kind of get caught up in, is a lot of them were held back and like, oh, don't do that, that's going to hurt, that's going to do this, that's going to do that.
Right.
And like all of a sudden it hits them when they're an adult, when all this shit hits the fan, everything goes
They've
wrong.
Got to deal with it.
It's like,
yeah.
I don't know what to do, and it's because they never had to struggle through it to begin with.
Well, and you're not saying like don't don't necessarily give them a warning or this, that, or other. It's just don't hold them back from experiencing it.
Right.
Because you can always say, hey, baby, I understand why you're interested, but I can guarantee you that's not going to turn out the way you think. But then you've got to let them make their own choice, and
right.
it ends up hurting, but then you are there, and you're like, you don't have to say I told you so. You just have to say that, unfortunately, that is life sometimes, and this is how we learn. This is how we learn. That's how my parents were. It wasn't sort of like feed her to the wolves. Well, actually, I think they might have tried that at least a couple times in camping. But, you know, it was more like, yeah, I don't recommend that particularly. And then I do it. And then I definitely got the I told you so. I definitely got that part. But then it was, all right, what can we do to fix this? You know, let's move on. Let's, you know, deal with it. Repercussions. Let's move on. And by the time I was an adult, I was not ready to be an adult. I was not. But I definitely understood that life is full of disappointments.
Yep.
So, and bad choices, apparently. Good at those.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Emotions let them show, because there's someone who relates and needs to hear that shit to grow. We've all been fractured from the start. The only way we'll ever reach our passions through the heart. We dream that we can live and leave this earth without a mark. But the truth is that there's pain and that'll always be a part. I swear, it's just the usual stress. Trying to make it in this world, not being viewed as the rest. And they like to say I'm different. I'm confused at the rep. Cause in my eyes I'm still falling. What a beautiful mess. What a beautiful mess. Why does pain make us feel alive? And even if we never sin, the devil's on our side. Most opportunities I cross at the wrong time. Designed different, but yet so many feel the same inside. Yeah. Why does pain make us feel alive? And even if we never sin, the devil's on our side. Most opportunities I cross at the wrong time. Designed different, but yet so many feel the same inside. Yeah.
I like the simplicity of that instrumental with the beat. That's what I was saying. Like, I really liked it, how it started.
I want to add a verse.
I will say that, like, I love how he was stating it and everything, but I don't necessarily that pain makes us feel alive unless, you know, you're masochistic.
I could disagree. But
I will say that pain reminds us that we're alive.
Okay, I can see what you're saying there.
That's all I mean, like, I loved the way he put this, by the way, that this is just a semantics thing for my brain, is like, pain making you feel alive makes it much more of that, like, masochistic, like you're addicted to the feeling of pain, whereas pain reminds us that we're alive is kind of where this was going.
I think the way I was thinking of it, and the way I've always thought of it, is so when you're going through a lot of struggles in life, right, you typically end up starting to feel one of two feelings. Either depressed, where you feel the pain,
right,
or
numb. Apathy.
And if you get to the point where you start to feel numb to everything, I don't really consider that feeling like being alive.
Oh, it's not.
If you're dead inside and you're just dead to everything, then
that's I say that just because that is my go-to. I turn apathetic very quickly. So So I completely understand what you're saying and feeling numb, and you're like a zombie. I've spent a good couple of years there recently too. It's just nothing affects you. You're not excited about anything. All of my creative outlets that I normally go to didn't do a damn thing for a couple of years. Just did not give a shit. But again, it's like the pain reminds me that I'm alive, and a lot of times that there's a reason to be alive, like, because pain puts me into the apathy a lot of times, and then also is the thing that will eventually bring me out.
Right.
So it's either that or something really good that will bring me out. But again, it's a strong emotion that kind of breaks through the ice, as it were. But
and I've said this before to somebody that's dealt with depression. For a while there, I was thinking about going and getting on meds, and we've had this conversation before,
right,
on other reactions. But like, that's one of the reasons I decided to not ever go that route, is because I would rather personally feel the pain, cry that shit out,
right,
take a few days and work through it,
right,
than to take a medicine that just makes me feel nothing.
Right. And no, guys, I wasn't medicated. That's just... No. My brain eventually shuts down if I'm overloaded with mostly emotional stress, pain, relationship. I shut down. And it's not even just a coping method. It's how my brain strings things together, because I always need the bigger picture. I always. So it's like, while I'm completely apathetic to everything and just don't give a shit, in the back of my brain, it is working overtime to connect all the red strings from all of maybe the red flags I should have seen, all of the past conversations over how many years I was in this relationship, whether it's a platonic relationship or not. But yeah, and then eventually, like I said, some major event, emotion will break me out of it, but also my brain will go, ding, ding, by the way, we've been percolating, and here's your answer. And it's just kind of like an epiphany that smacks me, and I'm like, oh, well, I could have used that about 2.5 years ago. Thank you so much. Glad that you work so slowly. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
But now I can write an entire dissertation on this particular subject. Thank you so much.
Right.
Yeah, I did not need that. All I needed was a 5-paragraph essay. That's it. We could have moved on with that, but Encyclopedia Britannica coming up. I loved this. I really like how, again, they are okay with being vulnerable and telling people that it's okay to be vulnerable. And I think that as anybody that has a platform, it's really a good lead to let people know, especially the younger generations, that it doesn't make you less of a person, less manly, less of a woman, less of an adult, less mature, to have emotions and have to purge them. Like, that's what he was talking about, not going numb with the medication, but allowing yourself to feel, to purge it. Because honestly, the worst thing you can do is bury it and never deal with it, because eventually you will become the poison to someone else.
Yep.
So, or society.
True.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that is going to do it for this reaction.
And it was Beautiful Nightmare, the song that this made me think of.
Ah.
Sorry.
If you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below what did you think of Elijah Kyle featuring Duane Jackson, Beautiful Mess. Also comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter, if you want a quicker response.
And while I'm thinking about it, be sure to go pre-order Duane and Gatsby's
7.
new EP.
He was going to say postcard.
Too Late to Die Young.
And right now, they're signing it.
Maybe.
So, No, Gat said that all the pre-orders come signed.
Huh?
Gats wrote that the pre-orders are signed.
Oh.
So, as long as you do a pre-order. Also, check out that.
Did it not show?
I don't know.
If it
but also check out the remix that they did with Hollow. That was amazing. We watched it in our live. Just saying. Popped up on our screen. I don't think it popped up on yours. But the description link, go check them out.
Good news is, guys, it was just a thumb, so it's there.
Audio only.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to see this the whole time. You're welcome. This is why we have an OnlyFans account.
The billboard.
Right. There's your rental space.
Yep. Put your thing on my chest. No. Anyways, guys, we love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And we cannot wait to mess with you guys later.
Bye-bye now.